Welcome into this non-edition of the checklist brought to you by Secure Mac. Ken Ray here. I'm sorry, there is no new checklist today, but I do want to point you to a few other episodes of the checklist. We have, all of us here on this show, and you, wherever you are, we've all been talking about COVID-19. We've all been affected by it. While statistically the number of people infected is small compared to the number of people there are, the coronavirus has changed work. It's changed the way we socialize. It's doing a number on the economy. And of course, there's the human toll on top of all of that. When stuff like this happens, digital security is probably the last thing on your mind. Hopefully, though, the best practices that we've been talking about here for years, they're just ingrained at this point. Hopefully you don't even have to think about them because you're just so used to doing them. Now, if you would like a refresher, or maybe you'd like a bunch of stuff you can listen to and learn from while you pass the time, here is a checklist of checklists. We'll start with a couple of recent ones. Checklist 177, foolishly called the coronavirus checklist, because we thought there would be one. That one covered safety issues related to the virus, both digital and physical. Checklist 178, another coronavirus checklist, was a deeper dive hitting cybersecurity for remote workers, tips from 2 decades of working at home, and preparing for a worst-case scenario. Now, one of the things that we've been concerned about is people falling prey to scams. To brush up on avoiding those, there's checklist number 6, identifying and avoiding online scams. Checklist 37, covering phishing scams. Checklist 43, things to know about spam. Checklist 45, covering social engineering. And checklist 68, scams that target the elderly. One thing we talk about a lot is two-factor authentication. We talked about it in the coronavirus shows that we've done so far. I also saw 2FA touted as something to do to keep yourself safe against coronavirus scams from, I believe it was from the EFF. I'm not sure. Anyway, 2FA is a thing we've talked about for a while. August and I did a primer on that last May. Checklist number 139, 2FA 101. We've talked recently about protecting your home network. If you want a deeper dive on that, checklist 89 is our router rundown, addressing exactly what it is a router does and how you can protect your system. And finally, if you're looking just for some fun stuff, some security movies to watch to pass your time at home, 2 episodes of the checklist to check out. Checklist number 144, Summer Security Blockbusters, and checklist 119, Hacky Holidays. Because even in the dumbest movies about tech, there's security stuff we can learn. Will those checklists protect you from everything? No. You are the only one that can do that. Hopefully, though, those checklists will help you protect yourself. And now the weekly reminder, if you're looking for more security news and how-tos, the place to look is securemac.com/checklist. There you'll find notes for all those shows that I just mentioned, and you can actually listen to those shows there as well. So if you listen to any one of those and you hear some information that you want to hold on to, securemac.com/checklist, then find the show you're looking for, and it's all right there. If you have a question you would like to ask or a topic you would like to hear us hit, our email address is checklist@securemac.com. That address again is checklist@securemac.com. And if you can't remember that, please do remember this. Well, this is sort of kind of a checklist. It's a checklist of checklists brought to you by Secure Mac. And we will talk to you next week.